Stuck on yourself, you bleep. Targeted individuals, psychic reading. Richard the Urban Warlock here, the Witch Hunting Witch, the Spiritual Sledgehammer, the Coven Breaker. Right, stuck on yourself, you. It's lyrics from a Limp Bizkit song called Stuck, and it's been stuck in my head. So I'm hoping it's going to go from now. So what this is in regard to is you've got somebody in your energy, and I'm going to use the word straight away, siphoning. Somebody's trying to siphon you, right? And they're just stuck on themselves. Now, this person is quite clever because they play the wounded warrior very well. Okay, they've been through a lot. They've come through out the other side, but they've still got a facade on. Okay, they've still got a facade on because they've been using you to try and elevate themselves. And I don't think that you even know this person properly. Okay, they've been using your status. They've been using your energy. There's manipulation. They've got their little pact. They might not identify as a witch, but they've got their little coven, and they've been siphoning off you. And this collective has had enough. Off with their head. Knight of Cups in the bottom here. Lord of Waters, Waves and Waters. So it feels like what this person's done is they've come in with some kind of half-arsed, emotional, I don't want to say offer as such. It's like this kind of like, yeah, I'm supporting you, and they're not. They've been using you to gain their own status, really, because they're stuck on themselves, right? Hermit in the reverse. Magus of the Voice of Light. So they're trying to stop your voice, right? That it's like what they're doing is I've got the image of somebody slipping into somebody else's shoes. They're trying to slip into your shoes. Now, they can't do it like you can do it because they're different, okay? But they're using that kind of it's like what I've got in my mind is it's like I've got blueprints. So they see you as the blueprint, okay? And they're using you as the blueprint to try and adapt themselves and slip into your shoes. Now, sadly, it is kind of working because Joe Public oink do, right? When it comes to this, right? Sun card in the reverse, Lord of the Fire of the World. So they're by doing this, they're blocking your sun card, whatever. Okay. I'm just getting take them down, and I don't mean in a physical sense. I mean like in an astral sense. So for myself, for example, that's doing fling back, return to sender. Side note: if you want to return to sender hex removal, I can do those remotely. Just 30 quid. Contact me. There's a lot of silly nonsense going off around at the moment. Take them out. Okay. They think that they're high ranking, they're not. Okay. Whereas this collective could be chosen or starseeds, this person is just a voice. They're just a voice, right? Death card in the reverse. Children of the Great Transformers. Yeah, you're being asked to activate the death card here. Last Judgment. This is this person's last judgment. Okay. Because what they're doing, Ten of Cups in the reverse position, Lord of Perfected Success. They're blocking it. They're blocking it. Okay. They're blocking your success. Okay. They've seen the light in you. Okay. They've got, how do I put this? It's like they're thirsty for it. They're thirsty, real stank, vampiric energy to this reading. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I say, it's siphoning energy. Right. So two of Pentacles in, we're kind of crossed as they call it. I don't normally do this, but Lord of Harmonious Change. So it's like things at the moment are in balance. Nine of Wands in the reverse, Lord of Great Strength. It feels like because they've been siphoning you at an energetic level, that's been ebbing away at you, and it's time to tip the balance in your favor. You know who you are, you know the magical abilities you have in you, you know the energetic strength you have in you. Don't feel bad about this. Take them down. Okay, take them down. The longer this goes on, the more it's just going to drain you. So I've got the Three of Pentacles in the reverse, Lord of Material Work. So they've been blocking your work. Ace of Swords, Lord of the Root of the Powers of the Air. So this is telling you to tap into that ethereal energy. Okay, call on your support, call on your army, call on your warriors, call on your angels, call on your demons. Okay, take them out. Okay, nip it in the bud now before it gets any worse. Right. So let's get the what's the T? and see what that has to say. Okay. I've just clocked it at the bottom, so I'm just going to grab it before I do. Karmic friends. Okay. Can't fully trust them. Always some tension. Low-key competing with you. So this involves some karmic friends. Now, whether this person, like I say, I don't feel the person. I don't feel the person themselves is a friend, but I feel like they're kind of like a friend of a friend, and they've been using these people, these karmic friends, to try and take you out. Scarcity tactics has come out, right? So I feel like there's a little bit of, oh, I've been struggling so much, and now all of a sudden my work's gone through the roof. Look at me, I'm highly protected. Blah blah blah, right? Queen rising, glowing up loud, all eyes on her, coming up spotlight. Now, unusual. I'd normally say this is you, but this is because they've siphoned you. They've siphoned your light, right? Moving. This person might be moving soon, okay, or they're about to, or they have recently moved, okay. Right. What I'm being told in my mind is activate it and then walk away. So it's almost like somebody detonating the fuse, lighting the fuse, should I say, and then walking away. And then it's like sunglasses on, walk away, bang, right? Fishing for compliments, always partying, okay? Shots every weekend, no time for you, party first, love later. What it feels like is this person, because they might not drink or whatnot, but it feels like that they need people around them to kind of tell them, oh, you're great, you're brilliant, you're this, that, and the other, and they've got a kind of like this. It's like like I say, it's like they're partying off your energy, and that needs to stop, right? We need to put a stopper in the bottle. That's a better phrase. Right, they're forcer energy, pushy energy, crosses your boundaries, gets what they want by all means. So they've got a certain threat level to them, whereby I feel like that they'd energetically push themselves onto people if they weren't getting what they want. So what I mean by that is kind of like psychic attack type, heavy energy. You've got to remain unfazed, don't care, didn't flinch, you can't shake me, right? This person is in an astral sense, they're lower ranking than you. They think they're higher ranking, but they're not. They're lower ranking than you. Bankrupts, right? They're having trouble potentially with their finances, or it's that they're morally bankrupt. Okay, don't listen to the lies that come out of their mouth. Okay, no truth speaker would take the advice of counsels. No truth speaker would listen to the politics and lies either here or on the other side. Okay, they're being told what these councils, these guides want them to say to the masses, and it's all about control. Okay, again, spirituality in its purest form is about being a free thinking individual, not control, allowing the masses to make their own choices and decisions up. Like I say, do I want people to listen to what I say? Yeah, of course I do, but it's down to you whether you believe what I say or not. You know, it's your life. Right, no facts, all vibes, no receipts, talking nonsense, messy storyteller. Right, their stories are going to start unraveling. In the meantime, shine, radiate with truth. Your light triggers darkness. Stay unapologetically you. I kind of almost want to say they're feeding off your light. Shove it down the throat.